Okay, motherfuckers. So my second business was arbitrage sports betting. For the first video, I had like some notes and shit, but this time I'm just gonna fucking wing it. Let's see what happens. So, arbitrage sports betting. Well, what the fuck even is that shit? To illustrate what arbitrage betting is, let's take a tennis match. You have a tennis match. Let's say on paper is a 50-50, right? They are both equally good. It's a 50-50. Okay, this game, if the odds maker didn't take any profit, the odds would be 2 and 2. You'll double your money. But because the odds makers, they take a cut, the match would be 1.9, 1.9, or something like that. Depends on how much they take, but I think most places they take like 10%, something like that. So you have 1.9, 1.9. This means if you bet on the first one and the second one, you'll not make any money. If you have multiple betting places, odds makers, now you can twist these. Because let's say you have odds maker 1, let's call it Bet365, for example. Here they say that player A is the favorite, so there's odds 1.8 on him and odds 2.10 for the underdog, player B. Now we take another side, Unibet, whatever, some place else, different odds maker. They have it opposite. They say no, we believe player 1 is the underdog and he has 210, and the favorite here is player B. Now if you go make a bet on the two underdogs, which is 210, now you are making 10% no matter who wins. Sports betting arbitrage. Boom, right there. It's a bit more complicated than that, and there's different ways to do it, but that pretty much explains what you do. You find a software that scans for these opportunities. It says which bookmakers to book on them. You go to different platforms, you book at the same time, and boom, you're done. How I actually made some money with this was it's like kind of a long process, and you have to try and make as many bets, and usually the arbitrage opportunities are like 1%, 3% if you're like good, sometimes more, but then they get even out fast because there's probably a shit ton of people who's doing this. So you gotta be fast and make the odds fast. There's also sometimes like you can make mistakes where you do the wrong side or the wrong day, the same match but the wrong date or some weird stuff. But how you can make good money with this is utilizing bonuses, which was what I did. I would go to the site, put in like 1,000 crowns, which is like $120 ish, I think. Put that in, and you get that as a bonus as well. Now you just have to like go through it 6 times or some shit. But this doesn't matter because you're doing this on other accounts as well. So once you find an arbitrage opportunity, it doesn't matter if it wins on one and loses on the other one, because you just get all the money from one account to the other one. So here, you don't even need to make profit on the arbitrage, because you just want to move the money through the machine so you can take your money out. So after you've done this by betting on 2 players, but making sure that if you win or lose, like you're still gonna win. So this way you can just win through all the bonuses. And I did this for some friends as well. So now it can become quite profitable, but in the long term, it's kind of hard to do it consistently and if you fuck up, you can lose a lot of money. So I think I fucked up on something, and it's like, because it's such a small percentage you win, you will have to do this with quite a lot of money for it to really make sense. Otherwise, if you're multiplying chump change, it'll still just be fucking chump change. So I think you kind of need a few $1,000s to invest in this before it makes sense. Or you can utilize the bonuses. But once that's done, I think you need like a lot of money to really do this long term, because it's small, how much you win, the percentage. Yeah, so like, why didn't this business work out for me? I think it was lack of capital. Yeah, lack of capital. It's kind of what fucked me on this one. But it is a cool business model though. Also, here in Denmark, there's no tax on gambling. So if you win a bunch of money gambling, like I think there is tax, but you don't see that tax. So if I go to a casino and I double my 500 crowns, I don't have to pay tax on those 500 crowns. Or if I place 1,000 crowns that some team is gonna win, the money I get out is my money. I don't have to like, it's tax free or whatever. So that's the cool part of this business, is that the money you make are tax free. I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but here it is like that. So that's, can't really find that in a lot of other business models. But yeah, anyway, that was the arbitrage sports betting. I think it would be a sick business if I had the capital. And I think there would be more potential if you could build a system that could easily do the gambling for you, like do the bets for you. But I know here is that would be a very difficult thing to make, because with these gambling sites, you have to like document your age. And how we do in Denmark is by using your like security number, and you log in with that shit. So it'll be like a hard process to always log into the accounts and all that shit. But if it could be done and it could be automated, then this business would be super sick. But yeah, that's definitely gonna take some effort. But anyway, that was the arbitrage sports betting.